Holly, I would like to introduce you to Irish, one of the available supervisor who can help you with your concern. She is currently on the line, so I'll be leaving this call right now, Holly. Thank you for calling Uber Priority Support, okay?
Thank you.
Bye for now, Holly.
This call may be
Thank you,
recorded
Remy. Hi,
for
Holly.
person. Yes.
Oh, hi. This is Irish, one of the supervisors here in Uber Support. Before we proceed, I would just like to let you know that this call is being recorded and monitored for training and quality purposes.
And this call is
So,
being
the previous...
recorded for driver purposes.
Okay, thank you. Now, regarding with your concern, this is with one of your trips that was dated March 27 around 5:30 p.m.
Correct.
Correct? That on your pay statement, it says here it was on a negative balance. You should be paid for $49.15. Am I correct, son?
Let me look.
Is that correct?
It
Yeah,
says
I just want to
40.
make sure.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I have to be understood as to what it meant for. Okay, it said minus 49.17. Correct? Is that what you got? 49.15, right?
Yeah, you should be paid for $49.15
And what about
for
the
that
minus?
specific trip.
What about the minus 74.41 surge trip? That was a 2.7 surge at that point.
That is correct. There's a surge on that specific trip. One moment here.
So it should have been more than that because of the surge. It should have been, instead of minus 74.41, it should have been plus.
For a while. Because within the surge, it should be for the trip you had around 25, 26, and 27 by the time. Let me just double check.
I was going to say, because what I have in my cash out right now is basically what I made prior to this trip. I haven't touched my money that's in my cash out right now. I usually cash out at the end of each day. So I did not cash out that day, and when this ride was over, I had like, I don't know, it was $39 in my account. And then they took that out the other day, and I don't know what they did to it, but it's at $65 right now, which is basically what I made prior to doing this last ride at 5:30, because I had to go get gas at 4:10 right after I dropped them off. I canceled that 4:10 ride. I went and got gas, and then I came back because I got a ride. It took me 20 minutes to get to the beach, and then I get there and I had to wait. It was, I don't know, it said it was like a scheduled ride, and it was like a 20-minute wait for the scheduled ride. And I sent them a message saying, basically, like, I don't know if I'm going to wait 20 minutes for your scheduled ride. You know, like, that was a long time. And then they got it. I found them and they got in my car. They made a mess in my car. None of them wore masks. I mean, we're not even mentioning that. I'm just talking about my money right now.
Mm-hmm.
That last ride, because I got charged for that last ride, and I gave the ride. I didn't, I was driving for the ride.
I'm so sorry to hear that. But don't worry, I'll be more than happy to fix it for you. Let me just process this. So for this trip that we are talking about earlier, you should be paid for $74.41. Since there's a surge amount that you should be paid off by that specific time. I'll go ahead and add that into your account personally, so you don't need to wait up until, because if I will be reporting this over, that might take long, within 24 to 48 hours, but I'll be doing that for you, adding it into your total earnings, okay?
And the 49.15, or what is that? What is the minus 49.15 also? I was a little, I didn't know what that was about.
That is the only amount that you should be getting without the surge on it. So if you will be adding the surge amount for that trip of yours, it should be a total of $74.41.
So that's the total of the trip with the surge, the 74.41,
yes.
Not the. What about the minus 49.15? Like that was the original. I guess I don't know what that is. Was that prior to the surge?
Yes.
I've
That
just
is without the surge on the trip.
okay, so it was a 74.41 trip then instead of like what the guy gave me yesterday was $14.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so you're gonna add 74.41 onto what I have onto my cash out, correct?
Yes. That's
Okay.
right. Let me just go ahead and process this one for you first, okay? Would it be okay if I'll be placing the call on hold within 2 to 3 minutes as I process this for you manually so that it will be added into your total earnings right now?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Please stay on the line, Holly. One moment.
Yes, Mother, you taught me to be strong. You taught me to fight for my right. Not just to party, but for my rights. And they were trying to give me $14 for a ride that was a $74.41 ride. This is all backwards on here, but this is what they were trying to rip me off right here. And your little girl, Mommy, just is getting her fucking money. Because you taught me to fight. And you told me to just to give up, that it's not worth my job. Guess what? This is my fucking job. This is what I fight for. I wouldn't be fighting like this if they didn't owe me, almost $100. So now I'm on hold again. And they're going to be adding it on my earnings. Right now my earnings is at $63.92 for what I made that day. That was what I made prior to that last ride that I made. I'm going to put it on hold until they get back.